Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Eve the Medium, and today I would like to speak to you about what are spiritual gifts. And some people have asked me, why can I see the spirits? Why can I hear them? Why can I feel them? Well, the thing is, we all have different gifts. And as we go developing spiritually, as we go taking steps to develop our spirituality, we go finding out which gifts we have. Some people just are intuitive, and also it will come as a knowing. They will just know things. Some others can hear the spirits. Some others could see spirits. Some others could smell. Some other people can taste as they're performing readings. They can taste and get taste of things, the bitter, sweet. The spirit will transmit their messages in different ways. I was blessed to be born with most of all these gifts because I am a medium. I am able to see them. I am able to feel them. I am able to hear them. I am able to smell. I am able to sense them. I am very, very intuitive. And I also have the knowing. I just know things from people, anyone around me. If the spirits want to relate a message to that person, I'll just know what the spirit wants to say. I feel drawn to spirituality. And I remember I purchased a crystal ball. And every day at the same time, I used to sit. First, I started with candle gazing. I used to light a candle and just look at the flame. And that's why I saw my husband's face for the first time. I was looking at the candle in the room in my mother's house where I used to go in to meditate. And I was looking at the candle, and I remember my mother was in the room, and I told her, I just saw a face of a man. And she said, yeah. I said, yeah, he looked this. And I described him to her. And after I met my husband, I was surprised because I knew it was him. It was exactly the same features and everything that I had seen. And that was 32 years ago. Been married for 32 years with the same man. I thank God. He's a very good man. But my spirits have related messages to me through candle gazing and crystal ball gazing, because after that I purchased a crystal ball, and I used to practice every night. I mean, I was very consistent. Every day at 9 o'clock I would sit with my crystal ball and just gaze into it. And after I believe after a week or so, I started seeing images in the crystal ball. I continued to do this for a couple of years, and I even saw my mother's passing in the crystal ball, the funeral, every detail that was there. And mind you, I didn't do the arrangements for my mother's funeral. My sister did, because I was not in a very good state of mind. I was very, very close to my mother. And when I arrived to the funeral home, I realized her casket was white, exactly how I had seen it. I was sitting in the same exact place that I was sitting when I saw it in the crystal ball. And everything was exactly the same. Exactly. I don't have much memory of that day because I was almost in and out of consciousness, because it was very, very hard on me. But the images that I saw in the crystal ball, I do remember everything, very detailed. And prior to that, I had several dreams of my mother's passing. And like I said, but crystal ball gazing helped me open my third eye. It is very, very good to open the third eye if that is one of the gifts you have. And also candle gazing, looking at the flame of a candle. But it's very important to do it every day at the same time. You have to be consistent with these things in order to develop those gifts. One thing I realized, that once you develop, somebody just touched me. Once you open your third eye, all the other gifts open. I do not know if that just happened to me, but as soon as my third eye was opened, I was clairvoyant, I was clairaudient, I was hearing everybody's business. even things I did not want to hear. I would go to the salon and sit next to a person, and my spirits would tell me that person's entire life. I would look at a person and see their spirit guide, their guardian angels. I mean, it was something that afterwards I didn't know how to close that door, that I didn't know how to shut it down, because everything happened so fast. I was able to sense them, feel them, but at the same time, the danger of this is that at the same time I was able to sense negative spirits, dark spirits. So I was also attracting those spirits because I was open. I was walking around open with all my senses open and heightened. So I didn't know how to close it. I opened that door, but I didn't know how to close it. I didn't know how to shut down my third eye. So I was having premonitions and dreams of things that would happen later on. I would have a certain dream a few seconds prior to waking up in the morning, and then 3 days after, I would see everything in the news. There was a particular incident that happened many years ago, and I always say, I think I'm the only one that knows the truth of what happened. A crime. It was a crime that happened, and this was a big thing in the news. And I saw it in a dream, and I also saw it during a reading. And I saw the details of everything that happened. I've never spoken about that. I've kept that a secret. But after, when it came out in the news, all the details, because I had written everything down, because I have always kept a journal of all my dreams and all my visions and the messages from my spirits, because it's very good to keep a journal of all those things, because you'll see your spiritual growth as it happens. But I explain to everyone, do not become anxious. When you're anxious, when you're desperate, when you want to force things, they take longer. So it's very important to be patient and just consistent. Be patient. If you're going to do candle gazing, do that. If you're going to do crystal gazing, do that. But stick to one thing. Don't get discouraged if you don't see anything at first. Candle gazing, I believe, is very, very good, because if you stare at the blue part of the flame, you start feeling a pressure in your third eye. But do not do this if your chakras are not aligned, if your chakras are not clean, if your aura is not clean. Do not go directly to your third eye. First, learn about your chakras, about clearing your chakras, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, every single chakra. You do not start from the top, you start from the bottom. Always, always. Learn all these things, and then you can start doing your crystal gazing and your candle gazing. But candle gazing, I believe, is safer than crystal gazing, because crystal gazing forces your third eye to open, and you'll spend weeks with a headache. So start with the candle gazing, because that will help you in developing your spirituality. And also, when you do this, always do a little prayer prior to all this, so you do not attract any negative lower level entities, because as soon as they see that light bulb above our head, they start coming like flies. Everybody wants to talk to you. So it's very important that you have your shield. I only speak to enlightened beings. It's just the same when I go do a cleansing in someone's house. I do not have anything to discuss to these spirits. I'm not going to ask them, who are you? Why are you here? No. My job is to get you out, and that is it, and send you to the light. That is it. That's my job. I am not going to hold a conversation with no dark or lower level entity. We have nothing to speak about. You need to go to the light. So it's very important to protect your aura and yourself time. Everybody has different gifts, and our gifts are meant for different purposes. If you're going to be clairvoyant, trust me, just try and be the best clairvoyant you can be. If you're going to be clairaudient, just try and be the best you can be and develop that gift. If you're going to be intuitive, be the best you can be. And if you're sensitive, develop that also. And the way you can practice that is by just taking a random object, somebody's object, a friend's or yours, and just hold it in your hand and try and sense the energy. And see what you pick up and write it down, and then just pass that information on. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. But always remember, these gifts are not ours. They come from God. So when you start developing, don't get your ego all inflated, because this can be taken away at any time. If you misuse it, it will be taken away. So these gifts are given to us to help others and provide a service for others. This is what God means by living of the fruit of your labor. This is our labor, our gifts, what was given to us to help others and provide a service for others. So don't worry about it if you cannot see the spirits. One thing we all have is we are sensitive to the spiritual world, and we all are able to feel them. Some of us are medium, some of us are not. But I've met people that never channeled any spirits, but they are incredible intuitives and psychics. So don't worry too much about what gifts you have. Allow those gifts to just unfold in your life and be grateful for it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it has helped you to appreciate whatever gifts you have. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. Love and light to you all.